What's up, everyone? Adam Engel, communications intern here with Kenny Monday, Olympic champ, Oklahoma State great. You're back here, Colorado Springs Olympic Training Center. Being back here, Kenny, what memories, or I guess, what are some of the best memories that you've had here at this place?
Shoot. Memories, huh? That goes back a long ways. But I was telling the kids the other day, the first time I was here was after I'd made the Olympic team
Mm-hmm.
in 1988, and so we didn't have the national team at that point. And so really, the only time you came to the training center, is after you made the team, or if you were on the alternate,
Mm-hmm.
for the world team or the Olympic team. So that was the first team I had made, and so I was really just blown away because, growing up, I was exposed to greatness early, like 1972, 10 years old, been wrestling since I was 5. And so I got to be around that 1972 Olympic team. Dan Gable, Wayne Wells is from University of Oklahoma, the Peterson brothers, Chris Taylor, Jimmy Carr. So the tournament that they had, the U.S. Open, was in Stillwater, called the Federation, USA Federation. So I would go down there and watch the matches, the tournament. So I got all those guys autographed at 10. So that's really when my Olympic dream started, when I realized that that's the pinnacle of the sport, the Olympic Games. And so I was like, man, that's what I want to do sometime. That's what I want to be someday. So that was my journey kind of started right there, because I watched the Olympics in '72. We had a great team. We had some gold medals on the team. So I was stoked. I was excited about that. And I got to meet him, and I didn't then turn around and get to watch him win.
Right.
So that was really cool. And so then, to be here for the first time in the Olympic Training Center after I had my dream had come true.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the hard work and dedication and all those things. It was really, it was exciting. So it's kind of sacred ground for me, because once I made the team, of course, that's when of course, we go to training camp, and so you kind of hone your skills and you kind of dial into, your competition, who you may have in the Olympic Games, and then just going through training camp. It's kind of it solidified what I was doing and how I could win. And it was cool being at the Olympic Training Center, because '88 it was kind of a different field here. We had a track and field. I think track and field athletes trained here then at that point, because we had a big track here. We had boxers. Roy Jones Jr. was here.
Really?
Yeah. The boxing team was here. The swimmers were here. Rowers. I mean, it was like probably 12 other sports that were here training. So, at the training center, you get to meet all the other athletes, and see them in the cafeteria after training. And so you kind of get to mingle with the other athletes and kind of see what they're going through, and kind of compare stories, and you kind of hear their journey and that kind of thing. So it was just a really cool experience for me.
Right.
And so, yeah, it was just, man, I was just so full of pride, and knowing that I had the chance to, and the opportunity to represent the United States of America on the biggest stage. It was really cool for me. So this is sacred ground for me.
Yeah, sacred ground. I like that a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think, again, I going through training camp, so I got better. I got better at training camp. I really honed down some skills, some things that I knew could win for me. Because once you go through the trials, the trials are kind of, it's pretty hectic. It's a lot of pressure to make the team, and sometimes you don't wrestle. But I had a good trials tournament. But still, once you come to the training camp, the pressure's off. So now you get back to just training and then being around some of the best guys, and once those other guys that were on the team, that's not the normal guys you train with, because they're at different locations.
Right.
And so as you kind of come together collectively as a team, it was like John Smith is on the team, of course. Mark Schultz on the team. Bruce Baumgartner was on the team. And so we had some legends on that team, one of the best teams ever, still. And so to be able to be on that team, and then in the training camp with those other athletes, learning from them and watching how they train and some of those different things. And so it was really cool to be around just your teammates.
Definitely.
Yeah. Because we had, me and John were the only one who went gold, but then we had Bruce. Of course, he's a legend, and of course Schultz came to training camp. Dave and Mark were training camp. John was there, so we had a really great team. And so just really got to, to really get better during that course of our training camps. And so every time I come back, I think back to those memories. And then of course '92 we had training camps here, and we had another great team, and then '96 as well. So excuse me. So every time I come back, and I've been here, of course, coaching on the coaching level over the last several years, and I still get that same kind of feeling I got the first time I came. So it's really pretty cool to be here.
Yeah, but even for you as a coach, it's kind of a full circle moment. I mean, and these guys are like pre-Olympics. They're cadets.
Right.
How cool is it for you to kind of see those kids, like you said, before their Olympics, before they achieve their dreams?
Right, absolutely. It's a great group of guys, a great group of kids here, and it's and some of those kids will gravitate to that level. You don't know all of them will not probably, but yeah, it's just and it's because we didn't have those opportunities when I was at that age.
Right.
We didn't have the opportunity to come to the Olympic Training Center and learn from Olympians and world champions and being around other. Sometimes I was here the last time I came here. To see some of the senior level guys were there, so the young kids can kind of be around, the guys that are in the Olympics now or have been to the Olympics now and still on the circuit, and so to kind of be around those kids too is really, it's a great thing for these kids, and so you get to be around these kids and kind of share your stories and share your passion with them and kind of sell the dream. I'm living the dream.
Yeah.
Every day I wake up, I'm an Olympic champion, right? And so I'm living the dream. And so for me to share that story and share my journey and share my stories and give them my experience and all the things that I've learned through the course of my career, it's a really neat thing to put that into those guys'
Sure.
head,
So I know today some of the guys are going out to that incline up on the mountain.
Yeah.
Is that something that you've ever done as an athlete?
Of course. We've done incline.
Yeah.
We've had to do that as athletes, and I'm not doing it today.
No.
So, but no, it's a cool thing for those guys. And plus, once you get to the top, it's an incredible view up there.
Yeah.
So it's a really good thing. Of course, every team I've made, at one point we've had to go up the incline. So that's got fond memories of that, of course. But
Yeah.
that's part of being in Colorado.
Yeah,
So,
right.
Yeah.
So what is it? Is it just part hard workout and then part team bonding? Is that kind of the idea behind it?
Yeah, I think so. Absolutely. Anytime you got the team together and they're going collectively to be together and kind of watch each other train and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's not that these guys are like on a team. Some of these guys have made teams.
Right.
It's really just kind of trying to, get these guys on track and keep them, like as prospects, and keep them on track and kind of show them, what it is to train and how to train, that kind of thing. And so it's like right now they're talking to nutritionists right now and kind of talking to them about nutrition and how to fuel their bodies and what to eat and what not to eat, during the course of your performance. So, yeah, it's a little bit of all that, team bonding and a little bit of workouts. And some of these kids are top level kids.
Mm-hmm. So I know you mentioned it's changed a lot. Back when you were here, I assume you guys didn't have a nutritionist talking to you?
We had, I don't think it was like, it's definitely changed. I don't think it was like specifically someone that was in their profession that was coming to talk to us, but
Right.
we talk to coaches, and coaches would talk about it, and we talk about make sure that we're fueling our bodies correctly and not eating bad foods, or the time that you eat, the time that you replenish. Of course, water, drinking your water, and staying away from sodas and those kind of things. So those things are always kind of been there. I think today's athlete has so many more resources that they can turn to or research. With the internet, you can just whatever you want to learn, you can go find it.
Mm-hmm.
There's really no excuses as far as learning what to eat. So the information is there. The information that he's talking about today, it's
Right.
right there to be found. You just gotta go research it, Google it, and you can educate yourself. So.
And it's so much more than just on the mat, right? I mean, they have like nutritionists, they have psychiatry, they have
Yeah.
psychology,
Yep.
they have medicine, all that types of stuff to be all around,
Right,
a great athlete.
Yeah, which is, all that helps, sports psychiatry and mental coaches, performance coaches. So all those things that will help an athlete achieve their best performance is crucial. Everyone's looking for an edge. Every athlete that I know is looking
Right.
for an edge,
Right.
the right way.
Sure.
And so that's another part of it. You talk to these athletes about not trying to cut corners, not trying to take shortcuts to get to your success. Doing things the right way, and there is a right way to do it. There's a wrong way to do it, and so you try to educate those kids on not trying to take shortcuts and being consistent in the information that they get.
Right. Coach, just a few more. So going back to college season, I saw you in Detroit. You were sitting mat side for your son Kenny at Princeton. How cool was that to be a father and see him in the finalists? Not only that, but Princeton, a team that's kind of on the rise as well.
Right. And it's Quincy. Quincy's.
You're right.
Yep. Quincy's. He's a senior. Just finished his junior year, so he's going to his senior year, his final season at Princeton University. And now it's a proud moment for the whole family. Of course, when you get kids that they get to that level, you kind of think back to the first day they started. The first time they first started. And no one knows if kids are going to kind of follow in your footsteps and get into the sport and gravitate to it, because I know a lot of wrestlers that have achieved greatness and their kids didn't wrestle, and so it's not an easy task to follow and be kind of in the footprints of an Olympic champion. So very proud of Quincy and Kennedy. Kennedy finished at UNC, and it was fun, man. It was fun. It was a little nerve wracking, but it was good. It was good to see him achieve his goal. We didn't quite win it, but he was right there. He's got another year to try to accomplish that goal. And I didn't win it to my senior year. I lost twice in the finals. Overtime matches to Nate Carr. So looking forward to senior year, and we're excited because it's the NCAA tournament is in Tulsa.
I was just going to ask that.
Yeah.
I was just going to mention that.
Yeah, so we're pumped. I'm already talking to everybody, every family member I know, every cousin, every friend, every associate, everyone I know. I'm trying to get to come to Tulsa next year and cheer for Quincy and his team. And no, it's gonna be really fun. I think, of course, my dad is still in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and he's still a big wrestling fan. He goes to the Big 12s a lot.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be able to just kind of, and he lives 5 minutes from the BLK Center. North Tulsa, and so he's right there. So it's gonna be easy for him to get back and forth, and he's excited about it. And so we're pumped about it, and looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Tulsa's gonna be rocking and rolling.
Yeah, I was thinking, so like outside of the OSU fans, Quincy Monday is gonna have the second biggest fan base there, huh?
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. I remember when they wrestled Oklahoma State, when Princeton wrestled Oklahoma State in Stillwater, and I was on the road. I couldn't make the match, but then my dad and my aunt went down to the match. They were like front row, and so I could see it on TV when I was watching the match, and so it's funny. Of course, Quincy wrestled Wyatt Sheets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and of course his dad is my teammate Mike Sheets.
Yeah.
And we go way back. We wrestled when we were in high school, and so a lot of history there.
So is that kind of something you're used to, just having your son wrestle old teammates of you? I know there's a history with, David Carr. And...
Right. It doesn't happen. It's rare. Right?
Yeah.
Right. It's so rare because I've got, Mike is, of course, we wrestled in high school, and he's the only guy that tied me in high school, and then we turned around and he was my best workout partner in college, and going into the Olympic Games in '88, and he got second. He was a runner-up, and so he was my best workout partner. We're great friends today. And so it is rare, it's maybe a few people that my boys have wrestled, that I've wrestled their dads, back in the day. And so now, we got David Carr, which is, he's a national champion at Iowa State, as Nate's son. But him and Quincy, they're in the weight class.
Yeah.
They've never wrestled. They haven't wrestled. And so they were on the same side of the bracket against his age this year. Of course,
Yeah.
Dave he got upset in the second round, so they didn't get to wrestle. They would have met in the semifinals, I think, if David kept winning. So hopefully next year they'll get to wrestle. I think everyone's looking forward to it. Matter of fact, I think, I don't want to spoil the thing, but I think they may have a match set up in November that they're working on. And so maybe Quincy and Dave will get to wrestle before long. Because I don't think they're on the schedule with Iowa State this year. So
Okay.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Kenny. It's nice to talk to you.
Yeah.
Finally meet face to face, and thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.